Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm May.
And I'm Laura, and I'm married.
She's married. It happened.
It happened last weekend, so I am also brain dead.
Oh, yes.
There is no electricity in this old noggin of mine right now. It was all spent on the adrenaline from last weekend, which was very fun. But we do have some topics for you today. I am going to be talking about women denying and then admitting to plastic surgery. Lindsay Lohan saying she did not get work done.
Wow.
We'll talk.
She got a whole new fucking face.
Well, that's like her from The Parent Trap. It's her twin. It's her twin that was never let outside. That's who the other one is. And then we're also talking about Kylie Jenner, who was very open about it. We love a Kylie Jenner right now. I'm also going to be talking about Taylor Swift. Got all of her music. Happy for you, Taylor.
Okay.
And then the 100 men versus one gorilla debate that has been raging on social media.
Oh, yes. I've seen a little bit about this, but I haven't read into it. And
There's not like a ton to read into it. We're just going to basically discuss what you think. Okay. It's just like a question.
It's just a question. Okay, great. So I have Bethenny Frankel's hot bod in the Sports Illustrated Swim Week. Did you?
I just poured Dr. Pepper all over myself. I should have played it off, but I couldn't.
Unbelievable. Everyone's going to be eating strictly tuna and chicken salad.
She looked unbelievable.
I
showed Matt and he was like, "What? Why are you showing me this hot woman right now? Who is that?" And I was like, "It's Bethenny Frankel." And he's like, "That means nothing to me."
That was crazy. She's like defying gravity.
It's terrifying.
It's insane.
It's honestly like pisses me off a little bit.
Well,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. And then also we're going to talk about a new species that people have discovered, and let's just say men will like it. So we'll talk about that. And an AI company that turns out was totally fake.
Oh.
Very on brand for AI. So we will discuss. If you guys hear cooing in the back, we have our new producer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there he is, right on cue.
You're so bad at clips, buddy. You're so bad. Yes. Emily's a lot better than you at that.
I think so.
So cute though.
So you're married.
I got married.
It was awesome. It was perfect.
So much fun.
It was so much fun that I have left my brain in Texas.
Like, everybody's been like, I'm not well.
Well, it was 3 days of hard partying.
It was fun.
It was so fun. And then before that, for me and Mark, we were in New Orleans, which is like a 4-drink minimum per day.
Yeah. You came in from a deficit for sure.
Yeah.
But that didn't exactly help you out because everyone else is. My friend sent me a voice note. Emma sent me a voice note today, and her voice was like.
Oh my God. In the group chat for your bachelorette, I texted everyone. I was like, I am dead. I am deceased. I was like, you're all invited to my funeral. And she texts back and she goes, can it be in 2 weeks though? I'm like, really smart.
I'm going to need to recover. No, the wedding was really perfect and very lucky too. It was only 80 degrees in Austin, Texas, end of May, which we were really, that was lucky.
That was a risk.
The average temperature is 85 degrees, but I forgot that we have been pumping fossil fuels into the environment for the last couple of years.
Couple of years,
specifically
decades.
A couple of decades, but I think the last 5 we really ramped it up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so it's like, well, yeah, the average over all humanity that we've been measuring is 85, but recently it's been more like 100.
Yeah, it's been hot. It was hot as shit, but it wasn't that hot. It really wasn't.
It was. I mean, it was like, I think between 80 to 85 between the 3 days that we were there. On Wednesday, there was a literal tornado warning.
Oh my God, yeah, and it was insane.
I almost got swept up. Matt and I were walking. We got there obviously early, and we're walking down the street on 6th Street to go, I don't know, get him shoes or something because he brought nothing to the
So classic men. He's like, I have to get a suit for this?
He borrowed Johnny's socks for the wedding.
No way.
Dead serious.
Amazing.
Which was, shout out Johnny Montgomery. I'm going to give his full name. I'm going to give his Christian God-fearing name because he is single, and I would like everyone to know that he lets people borrow their socks for their wedding, and he's a good boy.
That's a good boy.
Big fan of Johnny.
Good boy.
Good boy right there. Remembers his socks. Matthew, not so much. Didn't have them. But anyway, we're walking down 6th Street, and it starts raining really suddenly, like 30 minutes before we were laying out on the roof deck.
Oh my God.
And it starts raining, and we're like, oh, okay, crazy. It's raining. And then it like rains harder. And then it starts raining like sideways.
Yeah.
And then like the wind picks up and is like blowing signs over. A porta potty got knocked down and was coming down 6th Street. And we're like, oh, this is a problem. Oh, this is something. This is not good. Our phone emergency alerts start going off. And
Holy
I look
shit.
and it's like baseball-sized hail. Humans and animals outside risk severe injury. And I look at him and I'm like, we're outside. I screamed that at him. He's furious at me. He's like, why are you on your fucking phone right now? Put your phone down. So we had to like take refuge in a restaurant.
Damn.
Restaurant I've like never been to in my life. I'm never going back. It's my restaurant that I had one sole margarita as a tornado went by.
That's amazing.
I
love the fact that I love this visual of just a porta potty flying down the street. The blue liquid just all over the place.
It was blue liquid. It was tough. We were all like us and the restaurant workers were looking out the window watching that thing go by, and we were like, "Oh, that's really difficult job for someone."
God
like
bless.
In a couple of hours, maybe tomorrow, someone's gonna have a pretty bad time making minimum wage to handle that.
Yeah.
Whatever just happened there that's tough. And it was at a construction site, so it's just been like through the ringer.
Oh yeah. I remember growing up, there was a kid whose parents owned bounce houses, and I remember he was so embarrassed by it. But I'm like, now as an adult, I'm like, yo, they probably were rich as fuck.
Kind of slaps.
Yeah, they provided bounce house or what, like
bounce houses.
What do you call them?
Like wait, I'm sorry. Are you referring to the ones like at the party and you
porta
jump around
potty?
in them?
Yeah.
Oh,
porta potty, but they were called bounce houses because I think their last name was Bouse.
Okay, I thought you meant bounce houses.
Oh no. Bounce houses? You're probably not that rich. How many fucking bounce houses do you need?
But I was ready to yes and you. I was like 100%. You make bank off of a bounce house.
No, the fucking porta potty company that this
I did not know that was a famous porta potty company. Also, that's a tough name. If you think you're getting them mixed up and you think you're getting a bounce house.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. You think you're getting a porta potty and it's like, all right, get in there. Bounce it out. You're not going to be constipated anymore. I know. You need a porta potty.
He does have one. It's his diaper.
It's his diaper. The most portable potty.
I know. He's very, very cute, but he is talking a lot this time.
That's okay. He just got off a flight.
Yeah, he's a trooper, this guy.
He's a trooper.
Anything else from the wedding?
And the wedding was dino-themed. I think that's worth noting. Dino-themed despite my original intentions. I can't even say my wishes because now I'm excited. I'm happy that it was dino-themed.
Me too.
And
it's very fitting for you guys.
It was oddly fitting. I didn't think that was my brand, but it is.
No, I'm into it.
Did I show you I'll post this on Instagram so you guys can see it too, but I did show you like the picture of the night. This is going to be in our thank you cards.
Oh my God, that's epic.
Isn't that great?
I love that.
You can see it. It's this massive T-Rex that was to scale and very hyper realistic. Honestly, did you end up going by that T-Rex?
I did. I actually didn't really see the dinos at all. I really missed out.
They were there in the welcome drinks.
Oh yeah, no, I saw them, but I didn't take any photos or like go up to them or anything.
Oh, okay. But you did see them.
I did. I saw them from afar.
Got it.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay, so you acknowledged them and you were like,
I acknowledged them. Yeah,
that's fair. I did. I also caught an armadillo right before my wedding.
Oh yeah,
like about 30 minutes before we were doing the pictures, and there's armadillos, and I was like, oh fuck, I've had a glass of champagne.
Yeah, let's
come
go
here, boy. And I get in the bushes and I touched it, and then it like jumped at me and stuff, and I was kind of handling the armadillo.
He's like, what? That's so crazy. He's a wild.
Yeah.
And then someone said they have leprosy.
Oh no.
Which
what?
I think is the medieval term for herpes.
No, isn't leprosy a totally different thing? Leprosy is like you have to go and hide somewhere and die off, or else you'll kill all of.
Okay, well
your
maybe
species.
I'm gonna have that soon.
Okay, well good luck.
I haven't actually Googled this further, but I did touch it a lot. Leprosy, is it herpes?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, well, we'll find out in 2 seconds. No, they're not the same. You're correct. Chronic bacterial infection caused by a bacteria called leprae.
The party barge was so fun, though. Can we talk about that real
God,
quick?
the party
That
barge was so
amazing.
fun. I do feel like there was like a brief window about 90 minutes where everyone was like, I'm gonna fucking die. I can't get on this party barge.
Oh my God, because we were so hungover, and then we had to go to this party barge that was like, what, like 40 minutes away?
40 minutes or so. It was on Lake Travis, which made sense because the other lakes are not really like bargeable.
Yeah.
But we got a school bus, dragged everyone's asses out there, and then we got pulled over by the game warden instantly.
We did. I know. That was crazy.
Are these strippers? I was like, no.
And I was so mad.
They have guns. You have to stop saying that. These are not strippers.
They were like, we had just started, like we had just gone out to this little area, and literally it was like they took like an hour and a half of our party time. Not that long.
It wasn't that long, but
it was an hour and a half, but it felt like it.
It was. We were on there
at least 40 minutes.
It was probably like 25 minutes or so.
It was 2 hours.
It was.
Guys.
It was a day. It was a full calendar day. What was better about this though is that we had the most aggressive lesbian you can imagine as our captain, Captain SugarTits, my fucking girl.
Yeah, what was her real name? Like,
doesn't matter.
It was like Christani or something.
Yeah,
like
some bullshit.
Oh, it was It was Brittany, and it was spelled like Brittagny.
Brittagna.
It was insane. Yeah,
something along those lines.
Yeah.
Either way, Captain SugarTits was our party barge director.
She asked to call her SugarTits. By the way.
Yeah. We're not just like
some lesbian SugarTits or whatever.
Lesbian.
Yeah.
This butch lesbian SugarTits. No, she directed us out the gate and was like, "I am Captain SugarTits." And we said, "Okay, great." But she got pulled over, and then she had to be like all official, and we were like kept calling her SugarTits, which I think really took down her credibility.
That's so true. We're like, SugarTits, how much longer are these police going to be checking your credentials?
And she has like official licenses and documents, and we're like, SugarTits, should I turn down the Usher music that's playing right now?
Is it Sugar last name Tits or like
Miss Tits?
Excuse me, Miss Tits.
Yes. So we had a great time. It was so funny because I had the music bumping.
Yeah.
And then they come on and I leave the music bumping because I was like, oh, this is not a serious situation. And then they go, can you turn the music like all the fucking way down? Because the literal Texas cops are on this boat.
And you're like, oh,
they were circling the boat and taking pictures and stuff.
I know, it's crazy.
It was a lot. And we had just ingested some drugs.
Well,
I'll say it.
We know what it was. Somebody pointed this out, but it's so true. They were like, let's take down this one boat of white people. So now we can afford to go and like raid 4 boats of not white people and see what we come up with.
Maybe. It was ice. I'm like, there's like 3 Asians on this boat. I don't know what to tell you.
Such good times. Also, the bathroom was beyond belief.
Yeah, they really built that different. They were like men's and women's room.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, it was a hole in the deck.
It was a hole in the deck.
A men's hole in the deck and a women's
like,
hole in the deck. Like
squatting over this hole, and I was holding onto some like weird janky pole. It was insane.
But they literally built it like they were like, you're gonna have like individual bathrooms. And I was like, okay. And you can't get more like data on these barges ahead of time.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
It's like a picture of it, and it's like, this is the barge.
Great.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Like, that's
fun.
it.
That's it.
There's not like a review of the toilet available.
Right.
So I was like, okay,
there fucking should be. It was the toilet from Trainspotting. The one that he dives into and finds his heroin at the bottom. That is the toilet.
That was
from Trainspotting.
That was your wedding gift.
Yeah.
But you didn't go get it.
It was crazy.
But you didn't go get it.
Anyway, should we get into some other things?
I guess we should get into some other things. Vanny boy is
he's sitting in his own stink.
He's sitting in his stink, so we got to get this show on the road.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, you know what? Matt's making eggs outside. I was like, damn, Van, you are. I was like, that's the smelliest poop I've ever smelled.
It smells like protein pancakes in your pants.
And it's just the omelet that Matt's making outside this door. That's fucking hilarious. All right, let's start with Bethenny Frankel, shall we?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like women who have had successes in their looks in this episode.
Okay.
Because we're talking about Lindsay Lohan and Kylie Jenner as well. I was like, wow, what a theme.
Well,
Bethenny
Frankel,
what the fuck? Winner of this.
Winner.
Lindsay Lohan. Pretty close.
They're both, I mean, everyone's great.
Yeah.
But good God.
Bethenny Frankel is, how old? 54?
55, 54, 55, something like that.
if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Sports Illustrated had a little fashion show over the weekend
In Miami, I think.
in Miami, and Bethenny walked in it and looked 24.
She looked flawless.
It was unbelievable.
No, it's crazy.
It was annoying because now I'm like, all right, well, there's no fucking excuse.
No, there's no excuse. Also, speaking of no excuses, do you know Stassi Schroeder? Mm-mm. She is a reality star from Vanderpump Rules. She had 2 kids, looked fucking better than I've ever looked, including when I was a teenager and playing hockey 20 hours a week.
Both inspiring and annoying.
Yeah.
Right? Like the fact that I'm like, we don't get to be like, I'm in my 50s, so I'm gonna chill now. Like,
right.
Oh, it's crazy in my 50s. It's like, no, you don't get to eat.
No.
Stay on your bullshit.
You're never gonna.
My entire
This woman, this is Stassi. She is
how old is
older than me. I think she's probably 37, and she has had 2 children. Where's her? Why isn't this showing me the whole thing?
Yeah, I want to see. Oh,
2 children.
What are we doing?
Recently had 2 children. Her oldest is
wow,
or her youngest is probably a year and a half.
That's unbelievable.
I had never looked like this ever in my whole life.
I will say this: my entire TikTok feed right now is every one of Bethenny Frankel's little snacks.
Oh yeah,
It's
me too.
Cottage cheese and smoked turkey breast, a tomato and some tuna.
Yeah, I also love that
multi-grain seasoning on everything.
I do think Bethenny is one of these people who, she literally wrote a book, Naturally Thin. Do you know that? It was
oh, good for her.
Yeah, but she wrote a book. This was back when you could still say the word skinny without getting canceled.
Yeah,
and she wrote this book, Naturally Thin, and essentially it's basically don't eat if you're not hungry and stop eating as soon as you get even remotely full kind of thing.
That's the whole book, but it could have been
it could have been
literally
a tweet.
that.
Could have been a tweet.
Could have been a tweet, but let's do a book on it.
But all these people are like, oh, Bethenny Frankel's snack. I'm like, if you fucking think that's a snack, that's a whole ass. That is food for the day.
That's what she ate. That's what she ate that day.
And
that
hey,
piece of turkey and a piece of tomato.
She looks strong and healthy, so I'm not hating, but
it doesn't look like she's. It doesn't look
she's
like
not deprived.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It doesn't look like one of those girls. We've seen the girls where we're
know.
Whoa.
But let's be so real. She's not eating 3 square meals a day.
No.
And that's completely fine.
No, she doesn't need to.
She doesn't need to. Who does?
Who does? Well, Vanny Boy does. Right?
Oh, he eats 1,000 meals a day. He has 28 bottles a day. Yeah, but Bethenny Frankel, wow, that is crazy. I will start eating those cottage cheese.
I did enjoy seeing all of her snacks. They look delicious.
They do look delicious. They look so. They're such eating at home in the privacy of your own home snacks because they're all so ugly.
Very girl dinner.
They're things that you can only eat in front of someone that's literally married to you. So thank God we're married.
A strange tuna salad. This sliced Roma tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the main ones that they really pushed on me. Did you see any others?
I saw cottage cheese on this fake rice cracker thing. And
yeah, she mixed it with a ranch seasoning packet. Guys,
that is something.
It is something, and it's also so depressing.
Yeah.
I want to recognize.
Here I am, I'm like, now that's cooking.
I know. Inside me, there are 2 wolves, and one wolf is inspired by and the other one is we end it all. I think we end it all.
We end it all. Someone said something. I think I was on Skinny Talk, which we should do a whole deep dive on. Skinny Talk.
It gets on your feed so fast.
It does. It really does.
It's you're I'm getting ready for a wedding. I should make sure watch my cows for a little bit. And it's would you like to be anorexic?
Yeah. Would you like to? Because that's the only way you deserve love.
Yeah. Here's
the way.
25 hot women who are going to yell at you to be anorexic. Yeah. Welcome to TikTok.
And I'm sign me up.
But yeah. And I'm I guess I'm following them all. I'm
yeah.
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Something is.
But somebody on a Skinny Talk said something to the effect of once you realize that every meal doesn't have to taste good, you can be skinny. I was like, oh God. So basically they're saying
or have you heard this one? You're not a dog. You don't always need a treat.
Wow. Yes, I do.
I said, what if I am?
I deserve a sweet treat.
Yeah, but it's do you need to be controlled by food? Guys, we realize that this is a very slippery slope and it's a problem area. But that's just the reality of what a lot of women are seeing on their fucking feeds, at least in high pressure periods of their lives.
Definitely. I mean, Yeah. I also have been daydreaming about the sushi I'm going to get after this.
I know.
Probably like
I
the
just
whole
had French
time.
onion soup literally
Oh, girl,
45 minutes ago.
enjoy your French onion soup.
great.
You just got married. Let's
I'm
go.
not I'm not worried about it right now.
Let's go.
I'm like, whatever, skinny talk. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Where's my body positivity, bitches?
I know. I'm ready for plastic surgery. Can I say
Well,
that? Yeah. Let's.
What a
great
segue that was. Lindsay Lohan. If you guys have been following along at all, Lindsay Lohan went from looking a mess.
A mess.
And
yeah.
I
and
get
partying in Mykonos, bitch.
She
Remember
was
that
having fun.
fucking video?
Remember when she got the yes?
This is how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch. And she owned a club in Mykonos for like
a
a
second,
year,
and then
probably
like laundered money through there.
That was it.
Probably.
Yeah. And
She
was
also
on
lives in
jets
Dubai,
with,
which
like-
is suspicious.
Yeah, very weird.
Nobody
lives in Dubai.
lives in Dubai.
Except for people that are enslaved in Dubai.
Maybe Lindsay. But she owned a club in Mykonos. She had that dancing video on the boat, which was it was honestly iconic.
It was the best thing I've ever seen. It made me so happy. Do you have any?
She looked happy.
She did.
She looked a mess, but
she looked a mess.
She was having fun.
And I had so much that brought me so much joy. And then the way that she owned it and she put it on her own page and laughed about it brought me immense joy.
It
I
was
was like,
great.
this is it. This is it. This is happiness.
Well, like if you haven't been paying attention, maybe I want to say it was like a year ago or so, maybe a little bit more because I don't really follow time anymore. She got a facelift, and it was probably the beginning of the facelift era. I kind of want to call it with all these celebrities.
Yeah,
where they started getting not just facelifts, but like it was like the substance. Like they went back in time to better than they've ever looked before.
Right.
It's not like she looks like she was younger. She looks better than she looked younger.
Right.
By a lot.
By a lot.
By a lot. She looks unreal.
Yeah. She
right
looks
now.
really good.
And understandably, the public goes, "Hey, Lindsay, holy fuck. You look unbelievable." So recently, like a week or so ago, she does an interview with her publicist and Saturday Night Live's Chloe Fineman for Elle. Don't know why Chloe's doing the interviews, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, sure.
The publicist said the second she looks any different, they, like the public, assume that she had her face lifted at 37 or 38, that she ripped apart this or that. It's so mean. So being like, oh, it's really mean that people think she's had work done.
Well, we have eyeballs.
We're not idiots.
Also, like, we're not like, oh, she's had bad work. It's been
No,
like
everyone's
very
like-
good. Like, you look amazing.
Share the details.
Yeah, exactly.
Referral code. So Lindsay replies, like chimes in and goes, I'm like, when? With what time? Where?
Oh, come on. You're not that busy. You're Lindsay Lohan for fucking
You were
crying
in like
out loud.
a Christmas movie with John Rudnitsky.
And
Pretty-
that's it.
Pretty shitty movie, but great movie at the same time.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Or
what you're
like
talking about.
Bad Santa or Santa?
It was like My Christmas Wish or
My
something
Christmas
like that.
Wish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she's been busy with.
Yeah.
She's been filming My Christmas Wish for Netflix.
Via
That
the
I
Hallmark
bet you,
Channel.
I bet you that was in their top 5 most grossing things.
No, literally.
Literally. And it was dog shit.
Of course. It was the worst fucking thing
Dog
ever.
shit. Did we both watch it? We did.
Yes.
I think I played it twice because I think I put it on when we were having White Elephant as
Yeah.
well.
It's funny how that is now. I mean, I don't know who's watching the new Sex in the City. I have not watched it yet. Will I watch the entire thing? Yes. Will I
Of course
hate
you
every
will.
second of it? Yes. Will I think it was written by AI? Absolutely. It was written by AI.
Is there another season out?
There's a new season out.
Oh, boy.
But people are hate watching things much more than they like to admit, I think.
Very much so.
Yeah. Emily in
Absolutely.
Paris, I think, was a whole hate watch for people. People were
Absolutely.
like, this is the worst fucking show I've ever
I
seen.
mean-
I will watch every minute of it.
We don't care about the plot anymore. I just want to see recognizable people looking either super pretty or like transforming, or like that's really what I just want to watch Lindsay Lohan walk around in the snow.
Well, I think there's two
It was like 90 minutes of
Yeah.
censored, just her walking in the snow, and I'm like, it's nice.
There's two different types of shows out right now. There's shows that you watch and they're pretty in the background and you literally just scroll on your phone the entire time. Or
Yeah.
there's ones that you put it down, like a White Lotus, where the whole world is like, let's fucking go. Like, we're ready.
Yeah.
We are locked in. We are paying attention to every little clue. So those are-
Severance, White
Severance.
Lotus.
Those are the two types of shows. Nothing in between.
Nothing in between. Well, reality television, but that's
But that's a scrolling show.
That's a scrolling
Yeah.
show. Yeah, scrolling shows or like lock-in shows.
Yeah, totally.
Well, Lindsay has been very busy with a lot of scrolling shows. And so she says that she claims that she's been so busy that she would never have been able to get a facelift. What's the recovery on that thing? Like
Nothing. I know a girl who's gotten 2 facelifts, and
Yeah.
she's like, it's like 2 weeks, a week.
well, I mean, this was a very good
'Cause
one.
also-
So let's go ahead and pump that up to 6 weeks.
I doubt
That's
it was,
not that much time, Lindsay.
but I doubt it was like a full facelift. They do these things now called mini facelifts, which honestly, I might get. But it's like just the lower half and it just kind of like sucks you in a little bit more.
Yeah,
You know?
fair enough.
And
But
as opposed to getting fillers or whatever, which would be the alternative.
yeah, fillers are out. She then says, I tried to figure that out, Linz, in the last 3 years when you had time to do anything because I know your schedule. So the haters can hate and be jealous. It just sucks that that's where they go with women in today's world. Women can't just look good to look good and change their lifestyle to be more healthy.
Oh, come on. I too have quit drinking before. I don't all of a sudden have a new face.
Fully new face. She said that her new face was due to a new skincare routine, a healthier diet, and some less invasive procedures like laser facials and Botox.
Sure.
Things that both of us have got. No.
Yeah. No.
No, Lindsay.
Look
no,
at
it
us
was.
and then look
And
at
then
Lindsay.
she says, regarding
Sweetie.
Botox, Lindsay said when people say they have never had Botox, like celebrities, that they're lying. Well, you're lying.
Well, and also, didn't you just go on some big tirade about, like, how
Right.
mean it is that people assume things about you? What do you want in my angel? Sorry, guys, we have a chatty
we have a
Cathy
baby
in
who's
the
like,
back.
I want some Botox.
Yes.
I could use some. Hi, sweetest.
I think he's getting tired.
That's fair.
Um,
Well, Lindsay's not because she has her new diet that has been helping her with her.
I'm like,
her
drop this
face.
diet. What's the diet?
You're going to die. She drinks a carrot, ginger, lemon, olive oil, apple juice every morning.
Ooh.
I also drink a lot of green tea, a lot of water. I'm also a big pickled beets person, so I put them in almost everything and lemon juice with chia seeds. No, you're not, Lindsay. No, you're fucking not. I'll
No.
give you probably drink a lot of water and some smoothies and shit like that.
You've probably had
That
all of
doesn't
these.
give you a new face.
Doesn't give you a new face.
It doesn't give you a new face.
If it did, everyone would do that. Obviously.
Those aren't even expensive things.
No. It makes no sense at all.
You're trying to tell me if I just have some pickled beets, I will have a full Dubai facelift. You're lying.
Yes.
You are lying.
Why is she so insecure about this? It's 2025. Everyone gets
I
shit.
don't get
It's so
it.
weird. It's
And
very...
you had the best one. It's kind of cool.
I know. It's
You had the top facelift. It's amazing.
out of all the facelifts, like everyone has
Of
one.
all the facelifts, you had the
kinda
best
great.
one. Her plastic surgeon is probably sitting at home just fuming right now.
Yeah.
It's like fucking chia seeds. You're gonna blame this on chia seeds? I went to Harvard, bitch. What are you talking about?
Dude,
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. Then she also does. She said she did a lot of serums
Okay, I'm sure you also do serums. That does not like
and
no,
cut
I'm
out her
sorry.
allergens.
Sure,
Sure.
Has she still not cop to it?
No, this was like a week and a half ago.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
This is live right now. She's trying to say she's never had it.
I mean, I'm sure that those beverages
Are
she's-
good for you.
She's probably had one of them before. Does she have them every day?
Good for your gut health.
Sure, why not? It's so funny because like I feel like now she's sort of having a moment. We all were rooting for Lindsay. What was that famous Oprah thing? We were no, that's I'm thinking of Tyra Banks.
yeah.
We were rooting for you.
you.
Everyone roots for Lindsay Lohan. We all love her, but I'm like, I feel like she's one of these child stars who just cannot get with the program in the terms of like, I don't know. It's very like 2014 to be like, I didn't have a face. It's like
When
no
you
one cares
so
about
clearly
that.
did. We are happy for you, and we
Yeah.
would like the doctor referral. That's literally it.
That's it. I can't wait to get plastic surgery. Can't wait.
This is the perfect segue into my second one. Should I go ahead and talk about this? It's also pretty short.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner, on the flip side, she gets it.
Yeah.
She has been all pretty honest. Apparently, she had revealed back in 2023 that she had gotten her boobs done right before she gave birth to her daughter, Stormy. in
Before?
2018.
That sucks.
She revealed it in 20. I know.
Yeah, I'd be like, God damn it.
It also feels like it would like kind of complicate things a little bit right before.
Yeah.
So apparently she posted some video on TikTok in which she had great tits. And one of her fans, Rachel Leary, hilarious that I know this lady's full name, her full Christian name, she replies and just leaves a comment, as one does on the TikTok, and goes, "You have got what I'm looking for to have done in terms of like a boob job. Like what, it's the most perfectly natural looking boob job ever. They're still big, but whatever you had with the implants, if they are implants or if you had fat transfer, to me, it's perfection." Mm-hmm. She was writing a small sonnet to the tits.
Yes.
She was excited. She'd probably had a couple glasses of wine, and she was ready to go let Kylie know in a non-lesbian manner how much she loved her tits. And we get it. She's great boobs.
Yeah,
she has great boobs.
Really nice boobs.
So Kylie did a unusual thing and replies directly to her and says exactly the type of boobs she said. She goes, 445cc, moderate profile, half under the muscle, exclamation points, silicone, Garth Fisher, hope this helps, LOL.
Amazing.
She replies with I didn't even know there was that many. It makes sense, but like.
Yeah, me neither.
Things you could specify in terms of your fake tits.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, I would go into a plastic surgeon and just be like, this.
Do you understand how popular this boob recipe is
about
to get? Everyone under the sun. You're all gonna ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they look phenomenal.
And now a lot of people online are obviously like, you know, talking about her boobs, and there's been the discourse of like, oh, is it good? Is it bad? Blah, blah, blah. I think it's amazing that she was this honest.
I think it's wonderful she was this honest about it, because imagine if she was just like, oh yeah, this is just what my tits look like after 4 kids or however many fucking kids she has.
Chia seeds.
Yeah. I would be, I'd have a lot of chia
water.
seeds.
I don't have any like inflammatory foods anymore.
Especially somebody just coming off the heels of breastfeeding, I would be like, someone find me a gun. Find me a gun, because this is like, I remember just talking to somebody at your wedding and they were like, yeah, I have to like tape my boobs because they go like east and west. I go, that's nice. Mine go south. South is the only direction they know.
Migratory boobs.
It does suck, like, because obviously I'm going to wait until we have our second kid to get everything done. And I'm like, I cannot live my life with these tits.
With my southerly boobs.
With my southerly boobs. They're southern bells, these things. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
My southern bells down here ringing away.
Truly.
Well, I have not noticed them pointing south. Maybe you're doing fantastic work with the tape / the
chia seeds /
the chia seeds and lemon water.
I'm having so much lemon water to perk my boobs up. It works fantastically. You wouldn't believe it.
But I agree with you. I feel like the second I'm done having kids, I'm gonna be like, while I'm actually in the hospital, do you mind if we just? And they're like, do you want to hold your baby? And I'm like, in a minute.
No.
In a minute. But first,
just
go ahead and handle this.
Yeah, I think I'm officially at the stage where, like, when you first have the baby, you're like, oh, you know, my body did an amazing thing. And now I'm like, I hate my body. Skinny talk is after me.
Skinny talk is up my ass.
Skinny talk is out my fucking ass about how I'm worthless. Stassi Schroeder looked more better. My brain is gone.
That's fine. Party Barge was worth it.
Party Barge is worth it. But yeah, Stassi Schroeder looks incredible. I got to get my fucking act together. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? But look how cute that guy is.
I know, he's so worth
it. With
it.
your boobs.
You're so worth it, my
with your
Baba.
southern bells.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you Thai. He's Thai. So Thai. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about a new species that I came across on Instagram.
Oh, iconic. Okay, let's hear about it.
I'll just show you. So basically, there is a never before seen creature that was found in the ocean's midnight zone, which I'm assuming is like way the motherfuck down.
Yeah, that's like the end of it.
Yeah, and it is
not
called
the late night party zone.
And it is called the pig butt worm, and it looks exactly like a fucking pussy.
Oh my god. Whoa. Oh no.
Oh no.
Are we
Why
sure
does it look
AI?
like that?
This feels like an AI.
Do you think I'm
looking up pig butt worm.
Oh my god, I hope it is AI.
I hope that this is the misinformation that we're getting. Everyone else is getting some like crazy racial shit, and we're like, so how about this fucking pussy in the bottom of the ocean? Wow, it is real.
Okay.
mbari.org has reported on it, and it's a .org, so that feels real to me.
That does feel real.
That's how
National
I know.
Geographic also.
That's how you know it's real. It really, guys, if you're just listening, I will explain this to you. It sounds like 2 butt cheeks, and it has, instead of the butthole, it has a full pussy, but a little high on the cheeks.
A little high.
But
And maybe we could
otherwise
flip it
pretty
around.
Close.
I would say it's where the butthole would be on the cheeks.
Yeah, it's like if you took the pussy and moved it to butthole location.
Yeah. This is a very highbrow episode we're having.
I will promise you, men are down there right now
Yeah.
looking into this. They were like, get the fucking submarine. Get it. Pack my shit. We gotta go.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Also, calling it pig butt worm was a choice.
That was a choice.
That was a choice. Someone, what was the show? Wasn't it a Black Mirror episode where they like fuck a pig?
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's where this reminds me of.
Yes. That was crazy. He had to fuck
sorry,
a pig
spoiler
on.
alert. I don't know what to tell. That was last season.
Yeah. That show was so good. Who was I talking to? Oh. Our friend Kelly, friend of the pod, she's been on before, Kelly Taylor. She was talking once. I was like, "Oh my God, are you watching Black Mirror?" And she was like, "No, I can't watch it." I was like, "Why not?" And she was like, "This guy that I worked with 4 years ago used to bring it up all the time, and I hated him so much I won't watch the show." I was like, "You're missing out. You're missing out on a great show."
It is a great show. I stopped watching it because it freaked me out too much.
It is freaky.
It was too much.
I like scary stuff like that though.
Oh no, I don't like it. I just watched the trailer of the new season yesterday, and I was like, that was too much for me.
Oh really?
Where they were talking about the woman's premium. She was trying to get a consciousness premium package.
Ooh, yeah, Rashida Jones, that episode.
That was
It
was literally the trailer for it, and I was like, this is too much. She was like, well, premium's no longer actually premium. It's actually our standard package.
That was such
so
a
you're gonna have to
bleak
sleep
episode.
16 hours a night.
Yeah, it was so bad. That was such a crazy episode.
See, I don't want to be upset. Anyway, pig butt worm is apparently the size of a hazelnut. Men will fuck it anyway.
They'll fuck it anyway. Yeah, they'll find some way.
And the worms are naturally buoyant. I bet they are.
I bet they are.
They are.
Guys are like, let's go.
Yeah, and they're just like jellyfish, I guess. Wow. I'm on the official Wikipedia for pig butt worm. I'm like, when is the last time this thing was added in?
God knows. How many more topics do you have?
I just have one.
Okay.
Well, actually, I technically have 2. This one's a short one. Or how many more do you have?
I only have one.
Okay. Well, let's do this. The internet has been asking, and I think it's time we settle it
Yes.
once and for all.
Okay.
Who in a fight would win? 100 men or 1 gorilla? May, what is your answer? Oh, they're unarmed. This is important. 100 unarmed men. It's not like 100 men with nuclear bombs.
Are the men naked?
They're just unarmed. So let's assume, just for the sake of this conversation, they are wearing standard issue clothing.
They're wearing not
jeans, but they're mobile.
Right. Under Armour.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
ready. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. They're wearing athletic wear and a t-shirt, maybe a long sleeve t-shirt.
I'm going to be honest. I think the gorilla.
1 silverback gorilla, 1 fucking pissed off silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
100%. It's
100% it's a gorilla. The gorilla could just take snap neck.
snap necks with its pinky.
Oh yeah, no. What are they insane? They think 100 men could take down this.
It's the funniest fucking.
No.
It's so funny because online the men are like, no, because you would just pack formation and distract it. No, you fucking wouldn't.
No, you would not.
What are you gonna jump on its back? Who cares?
No.
Who cares? It's gonna reach back and fuck you up.
Also, maybe if that was your strategy, maybe we could do this with men that actually went to war, men that went to fucking World War II.
Yeah.
Men these
Some bordery
days,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, no way.
Some millennial men, no.
Millennial men with their fucking stupid ass haircuts,
yeah,
and their big, and their rings on, and they're like, oh my God.
That's so true. 100 man bun men's drinking lattes. No. They're done.
They're
100
done.
Vietnam vets?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It would be a tussle.
Yeah.
Between them.
Yeah.
But they would
get
of
a
this
couple
generation,
licks in for sure.
Yeah.
The gorilla's not walking out of there fine against 100 Vietnam vets.
I guess And there's no, like, they can't, like, pick up a rock or anything. It's just brute force.
I think it's like broadly brute force.
Okay, if it's just brute force, then no
I will say
fucking
this
way.
is not like illegal.
Okay.
I think broadly it's been like they're just, you know, them.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have additional weapons on
Right.
them. They don't have guns. We can give them some rocks.
If we give them rocks, they would be a hard sell, but maybe you could get someone
could,
on
like,
the back and they
David
could just
Goliath, that bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
I really think that the gorilla would win 100% of the time.
I think I really don't see a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, me
beyond
either.
the gorilla slipping naturally and like hurting itself.
Yeah,
And they're like, we won. And it's like, well, the gorilla knocked itself out
yeah.
by like some freak of nature situation.
No, there's literally no way they would win. There's no chance.
They're so big. As someone who's recently been around life-size dinosaurs, I could really appreciate the size of these animals.
Yeah.
It's incredible. They're very strong.
No, they're huge.
A silverback.
I think they're like 600 pounds or something insane like that. Of just fucking force.
Yeah. 600 pounds also of like optimized force to fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's not like a horse where like pain in the ass, but you can jump on its back and stuff, and it can't
Yeah.
really do a ton about you on its
the
back.
horse would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, this has like an arm. It has a thumb. It
Yeah.
has 2 thumbs. You're done.
You're done.
Also, here's this. If the people could get rocks, so could the gorilla.
Yeah.
They can use rudimentary tools.
Ooh, that gorilla's taking them down.
This gorilla's taking them down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're aligned on that.
Yeah, that's so true. Because like if a gorilla, like let's say it was like a giraffe versus 100, it's like obviously the men would take down that giraffe.
Yeah. I think actually, I will say this to their credit.
Not
I
obviously, but maybe.
Don't think there's any other animal 100 men couldn't take down. I feel like
an elephant? No weapons? How would they hurt an elephant? What about a lion? You would think that 100 men are just taking down a lion? I don't fucking
okay,
think so.
so a lion, a tiger,
leopard, tiger,
I guess a
jaguar,
bear, jaguar.
like
All
a
right, well, I
huge
take
snake.
back what I said before.
A huge fucking snake.
So, and this is like classic on
shark.
Reddit. A gorilla's, however, we're talking 100 men. That's overwhelming numbers. Even though individually we're weaker, collectively 100 people could, in theory, swarm the gorilla, pin it down, and overpower it.
No, they couldn't because it would
couldn't.
require like 4 guys to pin down a gorilla
It'd be one thing
at
if
any
you could
time.
100 people at one time touch it, but you can't get 100 people
No.
like shoulder to shoulder
Yeah,
at the same time to hold down the arms.
There's no, you cannot. You cannot.
If it was 10 gorillas and 100 men, then the gorillas win easily. It was one gorilla. This is
this
rare
is crazy.
horse on Reddit. You're wrong. But then they were saying that the gorilla would eventually get tired. That's the one thing that humans have. Have you heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Like with hunting and back in the day, the way they were able to get a lot of those bigger animals is humans don't get tired very easily because we're kind of small, all things considered, predator wise.
Yeah.
And like marathon running, we can fucking go.
That's
And
true.
animals like they're
Can't
like, "What?
go.
Stop.
No, that's so true. 'Cause
Slow down.
yeah, like lions are crazy, but like they're cats. They sleep 20 hours a day.
For bursts, they can go
Yeah.
fast as fuck, and then they don't want to go and go and go.
Yeah.
So if you continue to like hunt them,
Yeah.
then they eventually slow. So maybe that would be the move with the gorilla, but I think it
Still
would just kind
no.
of like fuck you up right away.
Yeah, no. Because even if it was wicked tired, if a guy came up and like tried to hurt it, they would just be like, boom.
This person's also saying like the average American man.
also
Yeah, no shot. You can have 1,000
Yeah.
of them, it wouldn't count.
no. But
100,
although
like-
I'm like, what other country? Like
Australian men, maybe.
no.
Depends on what region.
Yeah, definitely not Italian men. They like haven't had a
No.
protein in their lives. It's just carbs, baby.
Just carbs and cigarettes.
Carbs and cigarettes.
They're like, "Do you want a cigarette?" Girls like, "That's pretty
Maybe they
cool."
make friends. Maybe they
Yeah.
slowly kill the gorilla through giving it lung cancer. That's how the Italians would do it.
On Reddit, everybody is like, people are underestimating the number 100.
No, we're not. Believe me, as a comedian, I have seen 100 people in a room, and it looks a lot smaller than you fucking
It's
think.
a lot smaller, and also you're saying the point that the 100 people can touch it simultaneously. They can't. You're
Yeah.
not approaching from 360 degrees. You're approaching from the sides, idiots. All right. Anyway, see, this is an interesting debate, and it continues to rage on in the world. Anyway, What was your next topic?
My next topic was about this guy, the CEO, Sachin Dev Dougal, has reported fake revenue to investors and done a bunch of shady ass shit. It's another one of those companies from, you called it, SoftBank.
Oh, yeah.
So there was
SoftBank, we hate money.
Yeah.
Making money is weirdly not our goal. We're not sure why.
So an AI startup called Builder.ai raised almost $500 million from SoftBank, and it has laid off 100% of their staff and is entering insolvency proceedings. Basically, it turns out that the entire time the company did not have any AI and instead was just hiring a group of Indian developers pretending to write code as AI.
Wow.
I know. I was like, damn, those are like really talented people.
Yeah, they're like, this is like really racist of you to call us AI.
Yeah.
No, we're just like writing the code.
Yeah.
And they're like, respond faster to the queries.
Hello, I'm trying to get therapy from this fucking AI. That's so funny. All these just Indian coders are insanely talented therapists as well, and that's who we're getting our
like,
ChatGPT
oh my God, I
therapy
have to learn
from.
another thing. This person's asking me to help them landscape. Like, I'm so tired.
I know. Here's fucking Laura again, asking about the invisible labor or whatever.
Asking about like what you should be tipping like vendors at her wedding. Like,
All
I don't
that
know.
shit. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's pretty fucking amazing.
So they were selling this as AI and they literally just had people on the
Yeah.
back end instead.
Yeah.
Wow. I bet that's a lot more of these AI companies than we think.
Probably.
Or at least it's like a blend to a degree. Because AI has been touted for so long now.
Yeah.
At least in like B2B businesses. I feel like we've been selling that shit for 8 years.
Here's the other thing is that I do not understand how people can lie to investors so well. Like it says here.
So easily. It seems like almost like
It seems like they're just
telling
like,
them the
okay.
truth is like lame.
Telling them the truth is like falling on your sword, basically. You shouldn't tell them
Why
the
would
truth.
you do that?
So it says that they claimed that they had $220 million in revenue in 2024, and then an audit revealed the real number, which was $55 million. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you just lie?
By that much.
By that much.
Also, was the plan to just never get audited?
Right.
You presumably will continue to do well and eventually like try to sell and someone's going to audit you. I just don't
Right.
understand. That's definitely run by 100 men.
Oh, yeah.
Not one gorilla.
Not one gorilla.
One
The
gorilla would be like,
hey,
well, they're gonna find out like
guys, we're fucked.
soon, like really soon. Damn.
I know. Anyway, RIP Builder.ai, I guess.
Yeah, that is crazy. Well,
They kept the scam going for 8 years.
what's crazy is that like someone got, I could easily have worked there, and I would have been
Yeah.
like, I don't fucking know.
No, totally.
Make a normal salary, get my 401k.
They're like, okay.
You know, tell everyone, oh, I work in AI, and they're like, oh, it's very good.
Yeah, very good. Very
It's
smart.
very nice, very smart. This is my daughter. She works in AI. Oh,
Right.
the future.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Wonderful.
They have no idea.
I'm sick of doing jobs for that reason. You know what I mean?
Because it could be a scam.
No. Yeah, well, I'm sick of jobs in general, but I'm just being like, when I was younger, I
May
used to
recently
be like,
came off maternity leave.
I
As of
did.
like 48 hours
of
ago. And
48
she's
hours
like,
ago.
guys, the corporate grind.
Let me tell you about corporate grind. But I'm sick of being like worried about what people think about how I make my money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back when in my 20s, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to work there because it's embarrassing to say I work there. And now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If I showed my butthole on OnlyFans, guess what?
cares?
That's how I make my money.
Who cares?
Bye.
I know. I love when people are like, oh, do you like your job? And it's not that I don't like the company's good and I like enjoy my coworkers and stuff like that, but I'm like, I don't care.
Is this like
What are you,
fueling
a
me?
fucking kindergartner?
Right.
What are you talking about? Who cares?
Right. Nobody does.
It pays the bills. It doesn't do net evil to the world.
Yes. Which is important.
And it gives me a good work-life balance. Pretty 3 good important things.
That's
We're
it.
We're in.
Good.
And that's really all the energy I need to give it from my heart. I
Yeah.
use that for other things.
Yes.
And I like my coworkers. It's great.
Yeah.
That's
easy.
a win. A win is a win.
A win is a win.
No, it's not my passion. That having that be your passion is very like a 2005
yes.
of vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Like when Devil Wears Prada and all that shit came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like,
no,
oh,
totally.
what do you want to do? When they tried to convince everyone to work for a magazine.
Y-
Our entire
always.
generation, they were like, you should work for a magazine.
Which is so funny
You're
because
going to make
it
$40,000.
literally, yeah, I mean, genuinely, there was a dying business, and yeah, it made no sense.
No, it made no sense. Well, should I do my next one?
Let's
Probably
do
closing
it.
out on this time here. 20 years after Taylor Swift signed her first recording contract, officially, she owns all of her own music.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. On May 30th, apparently all of her fans have been waiting for Reputation, Taylor's version.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not living under a rock, you know about the fact that she had this long-standing feud with Scooter Braun, who had sold or purchased the rights to her master records for these like first few albums that she did, including up to Reputation, which I personally think was her best album.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it a lot. And he bought them. She hated the man. She said he never offered her to be allowed to buy it.
Yes.
It was all this whole thing. They had bad blood, et cetera,
Yeah, right.
and so on. And then she has been releasing all of these albums out as Taylor's version, which allowed her to make a shit ton of money, additional money, because
Yes.
it's not like she didn't get paid on those master records.
Right.
She just didn't own them.
Yes.
But she got proceeds from them. It wasn't like
They didn't steal them from her.
they weren't stealing them from her. It was just like business negotiations
Yeah.
out the gate. But anyway, instead of re-recording Reputation TV or Taylor's version, which they kept referring to it as TV on the Reddit threads, and I was like a television show?
Right.
I was like, I didn't
right.
get it, and I was like, oh.
Taylor's version.
Taylor's version. Instead, she announced that she had bought the rights to the master recordings from Shamrock Capital for $360 million.
That seems low. Am I insane?
It's so weird because we were just talking about this full ass company
Yeah.
who made like $250 million, I guess, annually, and then that
Right.
does seem kind of low.
Yeah. I'm like, have we been
Because
doing this podcast
forever-
for too long?
Yeah, I know.
You
My
know.
my sense of worth is like
Yeah.
all skewed. But $360 million, so she's going to be able
Feels
to.
low.
Yeah, and these are the first 6 albums. There's a lot of bangers on there, and they're
Yeah.
going to be played in grocery stores for the next 100 years.
Yes. Yeah.
For sure. So apparently she is no longer going to be doing Reputation, Taylor's version. And she was talking about how she didn't want to sing about Joe Alwyn or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She was like, I don't think I could get the emotion back up to like sing
Mm.
about him in such a snarky way and stuff like that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then a lot
That's
of people
authentic.
on Reddit have been saying like, oh, this is the biggest cash grab of all time.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she was able to do all these and then just end up buying them. Because it's not like she couldn't pay for that a couple of years ago.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah. Interesting.
but she no longer gets to say that Scooter Braun like has her by the balls or whatever. He
True.
had actually sold to Shamrock Capital as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
That woman is fucking ruthless,
yes.
and it's kind of
inspiring.
Yeah, it's amazing, but she is fucking ruthless.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We haven't even talked, and maybe we'll save this for next time because I want to make sure I have my facts straight before it. But the her and the Blake Lively,
Oh yeah.
like where that's all at.
I've seen that. That
It's
is
pretty
interesting.
crazy. If you don't like the highlights, well, maybe we'll put a note to go into this deeper. But basically, her and Blake Lively aren't friends anymore.
I know, so sad. But it's like
It's all
sounds like
business. It's just
yeah.
business, though.
that, and then I think also that she dragged her into this lawsuit. This really embarrassing and super cringy, and she was sort of like, no,
Yeah, I did watch Another Simple Favor, and it was
so
a
bad.
classic scroll show. But
So
but we
bad.
both watched it.
Yeah, that's
to our point.
right.
How many fantastic television programs do I not watch? Most.
Yeah.
Most of them. Another Simple Favor came on, and I was like, I gotta put that shit on. I'm like,
Oh
right now.
my god, it's so bad. It's crazy how bad. I don't think I watched the whole thing because I was like, I
No,
can't
you
do
don't have to
this.
watch the whole thing. That's ridiculous.
I cannot do this.
I watched, I think, like 5/6 of it, and
Yeah.
I didn't need to know the end. I don't care.
No, yeah.
Who cares? That's
But Laura,
not-
what happens? I'm actually surprised. I'm not surprised Blake Lively was in it because I don't think she has, she's not very like discerning about the roles that she takes. But I was surprised that Anna Kendrick was in it.
yeah,
Right?
because she's like pretty good.
She's very good. I
I
think.
think it was probably a fat check.
Yeah.
And she probably did the first one being like, oh, it'd be fun. Like, Blake
right.
is popular. Because back then she was.
Yeah.
Oh, like whatever. It'd be
And
cute.
now she's like,
and then she was like, oh my God.
now I gotta start this wicked embarrassing thing.
Yeah, well.
All right, well,
what are you
I
gonna
have
do?
to put my son to bed, and I have to get sushi before I freaking lose it, okay?
We'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week. Please like and subscribe on risquebusiness.com, Risky Business News on Instagram, no brain.
No brain.
Follow me at May_Planert.
Follow me at Laura Sogar, and I'll be in Miami starting tomorrow. So actually, I'm not sure if this will come out before my first show of the night. But anyway, if you're in Miami this weekend, come on out. Actually, I think they're all sold out, so I don't know what to tell you. Never forget I said anything.
We're going to be the Improv?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. And
All
then
right. Okay.
you can follow me at Laura Stogar. I told you I had a wedding last weekend, right? I don't know.
We have no thoughts.
We have no thoughts. Oh, and my Don't Tell is coming out on the 23rd.
Yay! Oh
so
my God,
watch
so
that.
exciting.
Write a nice comment because there are going to be
Please.
a lot of mean comments.
I mean, of course.
I'm going to ignore those.
Yeah.
But if you write nice ones, I'll appreciate that.
Yay! Please, please, please.
And then, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.